Igniting your inner flame, the secret to unstoppable entrepreneurial success. Welcome, dreamers, doers, and disruptors. Today, we're diving deep into the heart of entrepreneurial success. And I promise you, it's not what you think. Forget about the latest marketing hacks or the hottest tech trends. We're going straight to the source, you. I'm bursting with excitement to share the mind-blowing insights I've gained from interviewing the incredible Elzie Flenard. And now, if you haven't heard of Elzie, buckle up because this man is a force of nature in the entrepreneurial world. He's not just building businesses, he's transforming lives and reshaping the very landscape of success. Elzie's wisdom isn't just changing the game, it's creating an entirely new playing field. Let's kick things off with the truth bomb that might just blow your mind. Your inner mastery directly determines your outer success. Let that sink in for a moment. It's not about what you do, it's about who you are. Now, I know what you're thinking. Come on, isn't success all about killer strategies and innovative products? Well, hold on to your hats because we're about to turn that notion on its head. Imagine you're building the most magnificent skyscraper the world has ever seen. You got the best architects, the finest materials, and a team of superstar construction workers. Sounds like a recipe for success, right? But here's the kicker. What if the ground beneath your feet is as stable as a Jenga tower after a few rounds of tequila? Oh, that's right. Your masterpiece is doomed before it even begins. In the world of entrepreneurship, you are the ground. Your mindset, your personal growth, your inner resilience, these are the bedrock of your success. And let me tell you, if that foundation is shaky, no amount of business strategy is going to keep your dreams from crumbling. This is where Elzie's genius comes in. He's developed what he calls the EMIT Principle. No, it's not a new diet fad or a secret government program. It stands for evaluate, master, implement, and transform. It's a framework that's so simple yet so powerful. It's like the Swiss Army knife of personal and professional growth. Let's break it down, shall we? First up, evaluate. This isn't your run of the mill SWOT analysis. We're talking about taking a good hard look in the mirror. And let me tell you, it's not always pretty. What beliefs are holding you back? What habits are sabotaging your success? It's time to get real with yourself. I remember talking to an entrepreneur who swore up and down that his marketing strategy was flawless. His business was struggling, but he was convinced the problem was external. When I pushed him to evaluate himself, he realized he had a deep seated fear of success that was causing him to subconsciously sabotage his efforts. Talk about a light bulb moment. Next up, master. Now, don't get it twisted. This isn't about becoming perfect. It's about committing to continuous improvement. It's about developing the skills, habits, and mindset that will serve you in your entrepreneurial journey. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. I once met a woman who struggled with public speaking. She knew it was holding her business back, but the thought of standing in front of a crowd made her want to curl up in a ball and hide. Instead of avoiding it, she decided to master it. She joined Toastmasters, practiced in front of her mirror, and even started a YouTube channel. Fast forward a year, and she was keynoting major industry events. That's the power of mastery, folks. Then we have implement. This is where the rubber meets the road. You take what you've learned about yourself, what you've mastered, and you apply it to your business. You start making changes, not just in your strategies, but in how you approach challenges, how you lead your team, how you connect with your customers. I love the story of a tech startup founder who realized during the evaluation phase that he had a tendency to micromanage. He mastered the art of delegation and trust. And when he implemented these new skills, his team's productivity skyrocketed. The business grew faster than he ever thought possible, all because he implemented changes in himself first. Finally, we have transform. This is the result of the previous steps. As you implement changes based on your self evaluation and personal mastery, you begin to see transformation, not just in your business results, but in who you are as an entrepreneur and as a person. I've seen this transformation firsthand in countless entrepreneurs. There was one woman who started out selling homemade jewelry on Etsy. She went through the EMIT process, and today she's running a multi-million dollar fashion empire. But more importantly, she's transformed from someone who doubted her every decision to a confident visionary leader. Now, you might be thinking, this all sounds great, but does it really work in the real world? Let me tell you about Elzie's own journey with Podcast Town. When he started out, he was all about the tech specs, the marketing plans, the business models. But he hit a wall. The business wasn't scaling the way he wanted, and he couldn't figure out why. That's when he had his eureka moment. The barrier wasn't external, it was him. He needed to master himself before he could master the business. So he flipped the script. Instead of immediately looking for external solutions when faced with challenges, he started looking inward. He evaluated his beliefs, mastered his responses to challenges, implemented personal growth practices, and transformed his approach to leadership. And guess what? The business took off like a rocket. But here's the kicker. The growth wasn't just in the numbers. It was in the impact he was able to have on his clients, his team, and his industry. But Elzie's experience isn't unique. This pattern repeats itself over and over in the entrepreneurial world. Those who struggle often have all the technical pieces in place, but haven't developed the internal mastery needed for sustained success. Meanwhile, those who thrive might not have the perfect setup initially, but they've developed the personal resilience and clarity needed to overcome obstacles and adapt to changes. Let's break this down to real world examples. In the evaluation phase, successful entrepreneurs assess not just their market, but their own readiness. They ask themselves, are their personal habits aligned with their business goals? Are their mindset patterns supporting or sabotaging their success? I once worked with a fitness entrepreneur who couldn't figure out why his online coaching business wasn't taking off. During the evaluation phase, he realized that he had a deeply ingrained belief that money is the root of all evil. This subconscious belief was causing him to undervalue his services and shy away from sales conversations. Once he identified and addressed this belief, his business started to flourish. In the mastery phase, it's about developing consistent practices for growth, learning from failures without being defined by them, and building resilience through daily disciplines. It's not about being perfect, it's about progress. Take the story of Sarah, a tech startup founder. She used to crumble under pressure, letting setbacks derail her for weeks. But she committed to mastering her emotional responses. She started a daily meditation practice, kept a gratitude journal, and worked with a mindset coach. Over time, she developed an unshakable resilience. When her company faced a major product launch failure, instead of falling apart, she led her team through a powerful pivot that ended up doubling their revenue. In the implementation phase, the key is to implement changes first in your personal life that then reflect in your business. If you want your business to be more organized, start with organizing your personal life. If you want better team communication, start with improving your personal communication habits. I love the story of Mark, a marketing agency owner. He realized his business lacked structure and consistency. Instead of immediately overhauling his business processes, he started with himself. He created a strict personal schedule, started meal prepping, and even color coded his wardrobe. As he implemented these changes in his personal life, he naturally brought that same level of organization to his business. Within months, his agency was running like a well-oiled machine, and his clients were raving about the improved results. In the transformation phase, real change happens when internal growth creates external results. I've watched entrepreneurs transform their businesses not through radical strategy changes, but through personal transformation that naturally elevated their leadership, decision making, and vision. Take Lisa, for example. She started as a solopreneur life coach, struggling to make ends meet. Through the EMIT process, she transformed from someone who was afraid to put herself out there to a confident thought leader. As she transformed, her business naturally evolved. She now runs a successful coaching academy, has authored 3 best-selling books, and is a sought-after speaker. The transformation in her business was a direct result of her personal transformation. Now, you might be wondering, how does this translate into practical business results? Great question. When you master yourself, your decision making improves because you're operating from clarity rather than reaction. Imagine making business decisions with the calm certainty of a chess grandmaster rather than the panic of someone playing hot potato. Your team management strengthens because you're leading from authentic growth rather than theoretical knowledge. You become the kind of leader people want to follow, not because of your title, but because of who you are. Your customer relationships deepen because you're serving from genuine value rather than mere transaction. You're not just selling a product or service, you're delivering transformation. Your innovation accelerates because You're creating from inspiration rather than desperation. You're not just keeping up with the market, you're shaping it. Think of it like building a fire. Many entrepreneurs focus on gathering more wood, resources, strategies, tools, when they should be focusing on strengthening the spark, their inner capacity, resilience, clarity. That's why Elzie wrote his book, Flame Starter, to help entrepreneurs understand that their inner flame determines how effectively they can use all those external resources. This message is especially crucial in today's rapid paced business environment. The market is constantly changing, technologies are continuously evolving, and strategies that worked yesterday might not work tomorrow. But when you've mastered yourself, you develop the adaptability and resilience to thrive in any environment. The entrepreneurs who create lasting success are those who realize that business mastery begins with self mastery. Every external challenge is asking you to grow internally. Every market obstacle is inviting you to develop personally. Your business's ceiling is determined by your personal floor. So, what does this mean for you? Before you look for the next business strategy, marketing tactic, or growth hack, look inward. Ask yourself, what personal growth would make me a better leader? What internal barriers are limiting my business growth? How can I develop the inner resources to match my outer ambitions? Remember, you are your business's most valuable asset. Invest in your personal growth first, and business growth will follow naturally. Master yourself, and you'll master your market. Transform within, and you'll transform your results. Now, let's talk about the E-Myth methodology for a moment. Developed by Michael E. Gerber, it focuses on transforming small businesses into systems dependent organizations. It emphasizes the roles of the entrepreneur, the manager, and the technician. Sound familiar? It should, because it aligns perfectly with the EMIT principle. Many entrepreneurs start their ventures with technical expertise but lack the necessary business acumen to succeed. They often get lost in daily operational details and lose sight of the big picture. Sound like anyone you know? Maybe yourself? The E-Myth approach emphasizes the need for a balance between these three personas. As an entrepreneur, you need to embody all three roles effectively. The entrepreneur provides the vision and direction, the manager ensures efficient operations, and the technician delivers high quality products or services. By understanding and embracing these three personas, you can strategically allocate your time and energy to work on the business rather than just in it. This enables you to build a scalable, systematized enterprise that can thrive even in your absence. Isn't that the dream? But here's where it gets really interesting. The EMIT principle takes this concept even further. It's not just about balancing these roles, it's about growing into them. It's about personal transformation that allows you to excel in each area. Through evaluation, you identify which of these roles you're naturally strongest in and where you need to grow. Through mastery, you develop the skills and mindset needed for each role. Through implementation, you start embodying these roles more fully in your day-to-day operations. And through transformation, you become a well-rounded, effective leader capable of steering your business to success. This isn't just theory. I've seen it in action time and time again. Take the story of Alex, a brilliant software developer who started his own tech company. He was an amazing technician, but he struggled with the entrepreneur and manager roles. His company was stagnating and he was burning out. Through the EMIT process, Alex evaluated his strengths and weaknesses. He realized he needed to master the visionary aspects of the entrepreneur role and the organizational skills of the manager role. He implemented changes in his daily routine, dedicating time for strategic thinking and team management. Over time, he transformed from a tech whiz struggling to run a business into a well-rounded CEO leading a thriving company. This transformation through personal mastery is a recurring pattern in successful business journeys. Entrepreneurs who focus on personal growth and internal mastery are better equipped to overcome obstacles and adapt to market changes. I remember talking to a woman named Rachel who ran a small marketing agency. She was constantly stressed, working 80-hour weeks and still barely keeping her head above water. She thought she needed better project management software or more efficient processes. But when she went through the EMIT process, she realized the real issue was her own lack of boundaries and her inability to delegate. Rachel evaluated her working style and realized she was a perfectionist who struggled to trust others with important tasks. She committed to mastering the art of delegation and setting healthy boundaries. She implemented these changes gradually, starting with small tasks and building up to larger responsibilities. The transformation was remarkable. Within 6 months, she had cut her working hours in half. Her team was more engaged and productive, and her business was growing faster than ever. This is the power of personal mastery. It's not just about working harder or smarter. It's about becoming the person capable of running a successful business. It's about growing yourself to grow your business. Now, I want to share with you 3 key takeaways that I believe can revolutionize your approach to entrepreneurship. First, your business can only grow as much as you do. Every external challenge is an invitation for internal growth. Every business obstacle is an opportunity for personal development. Every market setback is a chance to strengthen your inner resolve. Second, the EMIT Principle: evaluate, master, implement, transform, is a practical framework for achieving business success through personal mastery. It emphasizes the importance of internal evaluation and personal growth before external implementation. Third, invest in your personal growth first, and business growth will follow naturally. Master yourself, and you'll master your market. Transform within, and you'll transform your results. These aren't just feel-good platitudes. They're backed by real-world examples and case studies. They're proven pathways to the success that have transformed countless entrepreneurs and their businesses. So what do I want you to do differently after hearing this? I want you to prioritize your personal growth and internal mastery. Evaluate your own readiness. Develop consistent practices for growth. Implement changes in your personal life that will reflect in your business. Remember that your business can only grow as much as you do, and that investing in your personal growth first will lead to natural business growth. I want you to feel inspired and motivated to take action on your personal growth. I want you to feel empowered with the knowledge that you have the power to transform your business by transforming yourself. I want you to feel a sense of hope and optimism, knowing that you can overcome any obstacle by focusing on your internal mastery. As we come to the end of our time together, I want to leave you with a challenge, a call to action that could change everything for you and your business. Are you ready? Here it is. For the next 30 days, I want you to dedicate at least 30 minutes each day to personal development. This isn't negotiable. It's not something you do if you have time. Make the time. Wake up early if you have to. This is your non-negotiable appointment with yourself. But here's the twist. I want you to focus on an area of personal growth that seems completely unrelated to your business. Maybe it's learning a new language, taking up meditation, or finally writing that novel you've been putting off. Why? Because true personal growth isn't about becoming a better business person. It's about becoming a better, more well-rounded human being. And paradoxically, that's what will make you a better entrepreneur. At the end of these 30 days, I want you to reflect on how this focus on self-mastery has impacted your approach to your business. I bet you'll be surprised at the connections and insights you've gained. Remember, your journey as an entrepreneur is not just about building a successful business. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. As Elzie Flenard so powerfully demonstrates, when you master yourself, you master your business. The world is waiting for the unique value that only you can bring. But more importantly, you're waiting to discover the incredible potential that lies within you. It's time to ignite your inner flame and let it transform not just your business, but your entire life. So what are you waiting for? Your journey of self-mastery begins now. Go out there and make it happen. The future you and the future of your business is counting on it. Thank you.